Fendi, I get plenty. Wake up right next to the semi. Low so loaded than the done. Rappers to the nine.
Hey guys, welcome back to the E39 rebuild. So today I'm gonna be starting to take apart some of just the basic stuff under the hood. I can't really do much of the breaking of like bolts that are torqued down because I just had a procedure done at the hospital, so I'm not really supposed to be putting effort into much. But so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna have a bunch of these little cups and I'm gonna be labeling them with the Sharpie. And so I'm just gonna label all the cups that I get or all the bolts that I pull out, and then I'm able to have them all organized in the cups. So I'm gonna set the camera up to get a time lapse going so you can see me taking the stuff apart. All right, well, here she is, the M62B44.
Cooling system. They put a new radiator in, they put a new water pump on, they put new hoses on, you know, because these aren't factory clamps either. The factory clamps look different. You know, those are just
weird, like just
yeah. I fucking hate those.
At least they're these ones.
I like these ones, but these ones tend to fail more often than the other ones do. So.
All right, so what we did is, so we got the fan out, we got some of the pulleys off, the shroud for the fan that got taken off too, the reservoir's still right here, and other than that, we're just still chipping away at it. So
We'll spin the crank. Crank's moving, chains are not. Chains are not moving. Chains are, there they go. And then as we go around, jump.
So why do you think it's jumping?
Timing guides are definitely gone. Timing guides are gone to the point where the chain is so loose that down around the crank, the chain is so loose that half the time it's not even grabbing. Like right now, I'm spinning the crank around. Now it's tight. Oh, now it's spinning the chains. All right, now we're spinning the chains. Now oh, jump.
Oh man. Yes, as soon as I started going on like the auto record places and seeing that these motors were like $750, I was like, all right.
I personally would just get a motor,
like,
you know.
Yeah, man.
I would get a motor.
If this one's toast, like whatever,
Especially
we're
one
gonna take it
that
out
has
anyway.
compression
So it's
and
like,
everything, you know. Because it's like, all right, now it's like, now you really see what the hell's going on here.
yep. So what we noticed when we took the water pump off is the gasket. You could literally still see the writing on the gasket. So this, all the coolant work that's been done, like the radiator, the new fan, the water pump. I don't know if that was new, but
Looked like it was.
yeah, might have been. Even the hoses too. The hoses look new. So I mean, at least I know I might not have to worry about coolant stuff for a little while. Obvious, real bad damage, but I mean, you want to tell them what's good on this side, so
Looks like we're missing a bit of the chain guide.
yeah, so
A bit meaning all of it. It's gone. A lot of slack on this chain here.
yeah, so half the time it doesn't even grab. So we got this front cover off, and then we're gonna start pulling these ones off. You see the extent of all the damage. You think there's gonna be plastic pieces in the bottom?
Should be.
All right.
Had to have gone somewhere.
Yeah. Took this off, so this guide is actually like broken completely off right here. It should come up to like here, and it's not even there anymore. And the chain's actually been riding on the inside of the front cover. So nice.
That is the failure, my friend.
All right, so we got both top front covers off. Now we're taking the lower front cover off. So we got the balancer off, the alternators out, and now we gotta take off the oil pan to get to the last bolts needed to be able to take this off completely. So I'll show you guys how we got everything organized. So we got everything on the table over here. So we got all the coils out, we got the throttle body, I think everything else is down here. The alternators down here, valve covers. We got everything in little cups, like the alternator bolts. We got the bolts for driver's side valve cover, and then just like all the bolts. So like we'll know exactly where they go. And honestly, if we forget anything, we could just look back at the video and we'll be able to just refresh our memories. The oil pan off. So that's right here. I'm gonna bring that into light in a little bit, but we're just gonna try to find these bolts.
There's one on the outside of the pan, out here, right up here.
Oh, okay.
Now the front cover should be loose, so it's 6. It's 1 on the outside.
Yep. 5 on the inside.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See all the metal? See all the silver in here?
Oh yeah.
That's all metal. It's all metal, bro. See, it's all silver.
Yep.
All the silver. It's all fucking metal. Metal shavings. So pieces of the chain. Here's a plastic piece of the guide. Here is a whole section of guide that came out. Fucking broke, came down to the bottom. Alright, right in the oil pan.
Nice. Alright, so now we're gonna see if we can get this Jesus bolt out, but probably not. So we might be able to just slide the front cover up a little bit just to see all the damage really. But more than, I mean, there's a 99% chance I'm just gonna swap the motor, so it's whatever. Alright, so you see all the wear marks from where the chain's been riding on it.
Maybe below it, if you come to this side, you can see.
It's just gone.
All the timing guides are gone, except for one.
Yeah, so now with the oil pan off, you can actually see just how much stuff was in there. So these are all just pieces of the guides and all the metal shavings that came off of the chain and like the inside of the covers. Oh man, not looking good. Got this sitting on the jack stand just because I didn't want to put all the weight on the wiring. Just turn my flash on so you can see. So you can see how loose the timing chain is. How it's snapped off right here. So you see how it goes all the way up on this side. On this side it just doesn't. Oh boy. So we're really guessing that this engine is just toast, so probably just have to replace it. But you know, if I do get a motor, there could be a chance that some of the parts that were on this motor are actually better or in better condition. Like you never know if like the new motor might have like coil packs out, like I'll have like a full set of 8 to replace them. I mean, take the spark plugs out of here, and then this will just be a lot of nice parts that we can just slap onto the new engine and like hopefully it'll just go right in, no problems. I mean, we got everything pretty much out. We just gotta get a chain attached and then pull it. Like the motor mounts look new, so they shouldn't be hard to get them disconnected. And if I gotta replace the engine, that'll probably be around $750 for the engine, and then probably be another $1,000 just for the labor to get that in. I mean, Dan's hooking me up, like he is hooking me up on a price. So I mean, shout out to him. I'll put his Instagram down in the description. He did have to leave. He has stuff to do today. But his Instagram is Dan the Repairman. Put it right here, and you gotta check him out. Like, he's a great mechanic. Honestly, I'm just excited to get it there and show you guys Dan's garage. Like, his garage is awesome. Like, he's got a full lift in there. I mean, all the air tools, everything we're gonna need to just get this thing out in the shortest amount of time. Still got the oil pan sitting down there and just catching any of the drops. I'm actually gonna push this back just to make sure it's catching all the drops in the oil pan. So the next episode is probably gonna be with the car at Dan's house, and just getting started on probably pulling the motor out. I don't know, I'm really torn between pulling the trigger and just getting a different engine, because, you know, we saw metal shavings in the oil, so I mean, I don't really mess around with that. There's probably a bunch of other stuff, like the cylinder walls could be torched up by those metal shavings. Like, they could just be all scratched up, and like then you have to go and hone them out and all that crap. So honestly, the best bet is probably just going to be getting the engine, and we're going to end up doing the timing chains on that one anyway. So it will be easier. I mean, once we get the engine shipped to us, I'm just going to have it shipped directly to Dan. But once it gets shipped to him, then it'll be pretty easy to just do all the work with it on an engine stand instead of having to do it while it's in the car. So regardless, we'd probably be having to pull this engine out, so why not just put a new one in and then save all the headache of finding out where the metal shavings could have messed up, because we haven't even gotten this running yet, so we don't really know how it would run. We can't really see the valves and see the tops of the pistons without taking the heads off. So we'll probably get to that, but honestly, I might just swap this new motor in, and then I'll just do a little series of me taking apart this engine and seeing the damage. I'm sure that'll be like one episode of just taking the heads off and just seeing how bad the pistons are clipped up and seeing how bent up the valves are. But I mean, it's a given. Like, there's a 200% chance that the valves are shot, and the tops of the pistons are probably also shot. So but anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, everything. Share with your friends, because I need YouTube to pay me some money. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.